Hello, hey, hi. So y'all already know what time it is. It's a traffic and chat, but I'm gonna mix it with a little motivation.
I know my life can get crazy. Just remain solid and know that I got it. Choose around the globe, we can fly private, change the time zone, switching up climate. Winter time, touchdown in the trop. Never mind the hating on, could we pop? However I'm rolling, I know that you rockin'. I pitch you a 10 and tell you go shopping. She more than confident, she a little cocky. I really think that's how she got me. All the way G is you rockin' with me.
Okay, so we is on our way to Home Depot and Target and wherever else I decide to stop. Probably check the mail for TTM and stuff like that, you know. But I was reading, I'm doing a Bible study. If y'all have not read Battlefield of the Mind by Joyce Meyer, I don't know what you're doing. That book is phenomenal. Do you understand? I done read that book like 3 times, but I finally got the study guide, so I'm going back through it again, and it's such a powerful book because it literally like is everything I believe. Because we have to understand, like, our mindset is everything, and the enemy, if he don't attack nothing else, he is going to attack your mind. And when he attacks your mind, he then causes actions from your mindset. So we talk about manifestation. If you think negative thoughts, you bring about negative things. But what y'all don't understand is the devil, first of all, he has patience. So his plan is not just, oh, let me attack right now. He's going to deliberately take his time and plan it out just so that he can get to you. And that's the part that we don't think about. Did you really have to do that? And y'all know I'm probably gonna like cuss or fuss in the middle of this because people don't know how to drive and it's raining. Is you gonna let me over, or because I'm gonna get in front of you regardless? It's happening, so get over it. But we have got to protect our minds. And another thing that the Bible study pointed out to me, which I already knew, I did a video called You Are Not Your Past Environment back, I think Vlogmas 2022. I'm sorry, Motivation 2022. And I talked about how we are not products of our past environment because we tend to use that as an excuse. But we also have to be aware that our past can control our future and how we act now. So in the book, she gave an example of a married couple, and the wife was extremely bossy, nagging, all kind of stuff. But it came about because in her childhood, her dad, like, literally abused her physically, like would whoop her for everything, would tell her that the man is supposed to be in charge, and you know, stuff like that. So she grew up with that mentality that men are all the same and I will not let a man take charge of me. And so the same thing with me, like, I have daddy issues because I didn't have a dad. The stepdaddy I did have molested me, and my godfather, who was my father figure, I lost at a young age. So I'm growing up without any father figures in my life, and it's causing, I thought that was the cops. It's causing me to have let me say it caused, because it's not really still happening, but it caused me to have a weakness when it came to men. So there are a lot of things that happen in our childhood, whether it's trauma, whether it's abuse, whether it's, you know, verbal abuse, or any type of abuse, really. What are y'all doing? What is happening right now? Like, what is going on in the world? Y'all doing too much. What the Okay, let me flip the camera because y'all are doing way too much right now. But it causes us to, it never leaves. Like, the devil uses that, and he just keep building on it and building on it and building on it and reminding you of it. Like, remember that time when you were 7 years old and this happened? Like, that's what he's using. He knows your weaknesses, so he's going to play on your weaknesses and he's going to play on your mindset. But you have to combat those negative thoughts with positive thoughts. You have to realize, I'm not 7 years old no more. I'm 37 or 27 or 47, 53, whatever your age is now, you're not that same little girl or little boy anymore. So don't let the devil bring that trauma and that tragedy back into your adult life by harboring on what happened to you in the past. Because when you do that, then it reflects in your attitude, it reflects in your actions. Because I could easily be like a crackhead or a prostitute. Like, it's so many things that I can be or could have been had I let the devil use what happened to me. But instead, I trusted God, and God turned it around for my good and His glory. And so that's what you have to use. You have to use that negativity and all those bad things that happen, and in your mind, you have to say, I am not going to be defeated by the devil. I am not going to allow him to take control of my mind, because I'm not that person anymore. I'm not in that situation anymore. Because if you hold on to something, then it will consume you. And the first step to doing that, for one, you got to forgive. If you don't forgive, you're not going to be able to move on. But if you hold on to something, it will literally consume you. And that is what you do not want to happen. You do not want to be consumed and defined by the things that you went through as a child. So as you grow older, you have to remove yourself. You have to first of all, get help. You have to recognize it first. Like they always say, when you go to Alcoholics Anonymous or Gamblers Anonymous or whatever, they always say the first step to healing is admitting you have a problem. So you have to admit that there's an issue there. You have to, because everything is deeply rooted. Everything that we do as an adult, and even in therapy is going to get to the root cause of what's happening in your life. That's why I love therapy, because therapy brought about a lot of stuff I never thought about, how my childhood affected my adulthood. And that's why we have messed up adults, is because these are adults that never truly healed from what happened to them when they were a child. And so that can cause so many issues, and you don't want to be that person. Don't give the devil that type of joy, because that is literally what he is waiting on. He is waiting to defeat you. He is waiting to he whispering in your ear, just like he did Eve when she ate that apple. He like, well, I mean, your dad abused you when you was a kid, or your uncle, your cousin, all these men abused you when you was a kid, so all men are the same. You can't trust no man, because every man gonna do the same thing to you, so what you gonna do about it? It's like he's lying to you. He is the father of lies. He gonna keep lying to you as long as you keep listening. But when that happens, you literally, rebuke that. No, you're not finna get me. Sir, put a stop on it. No, Lord, you're not finna get me. I am not that person anymore. I am too strong for that. I'm a survivor. I'm healed. I'm not gonna believe that everybody is the same, because everybody is not the same. And what will happen is, if you believe that, if you're a woman and you believe it, you will then not trust men. And then you're going to end up lonely with a bunch of cats, because you think all men are the same. Fellas, same thing. If you got mommy issues, that's why I don't date men with mommy issues. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I don't date men with mommy issues, because if you have a mother that either wasn't present, she may have been abusive, she may have lied to you, talked about you, talked down on you, why would you park this car right here? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Get the baby out the car. Come on, y'all in the way, man. Get your baby. Get going on. But if you had a mother that told you wasn't gonna never amount to nothing, and then you start to look at women the same way that you look at your mom. Well, my mama said I ain't gonna be nothing, and my mama yelled at me, my mama abused me, my mama did this to me, so every woman must gonna do the same thing. That, and if people grew up telling you wasn't gonna be shit, then you start to believe you ain't gonna be shit. And it's literally a manifestation. It's built and burned into your brain. Like, they said I wasn't gonna amount to nothing, so I might as well not amount to nothing. No, Combat that negativity with positivity. Like, that's your fuel to be great. Even if you got to do it in a way where it's like, I'm proving them wrong, I'm gonna be something. Do that. show them what's up. Just because they said you was gonna do something don't mean you got to do it. Do the opposite. If they said you was gonna be negative, be positive. If they said you wasn't gonna be successful or not amount to nothing, become the richest person they ever seen, and I guarantee you them gonna be the same people that's gonna be asking you for stuff. Fuck them people. That's why I always say fuck them people and what they got to say. And it's always family. Like, it literally is rooted a lot in family and childhood issues. So yeah, everything starts in the mind. You gotta have a positive mindset. And I'm gonna pause y'all for just a second so I can go get this mail. Okay, we back. We got a $5 donation. We getting stuff for the gala, so I'm finna have to come up here more frequent than I want to. Like, I got time for this. Oh, Lord Jesus. I'm gonna have to designate a specific day and time to come up here. Probably Fridays. Maybe Thursday. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna have to be like 2 days a week or something. Whatever. I figure it out. I'm sure I figure it out. I need to see how far. Let's see. It took me 10 minutes to get here. I wonder how far it is from my job. I think it's further from my job. But at least I can ask if we got mail first. That's what I can do. But yeah, that was my message, really. Protect your mind at all costs is what the end of the day message is. And whatever trauma is in your past, go ahead and handle that. Handle that. Don't let the devil use that. Don't give him a reason. Come on, lady, because you in the way. Don't give him a reason. Please don't give him a reason to use anything against you, because he definitely will if you allow him to. See, when the devil get up in my head, he wins sometimes for the moment, because everybody got their moments. We still human. But I recognize it for what it is, and that comes a lot with me, for one, being conscious, for me being heavy in my faith. And I be like, because who you messing with? I'm not going to let you get in my head. I'm not going to let you get in my head. And again, my weakness, again, is men, or like my love life. I don't really have, like, everything I be telling y'all is like I be talking to myself. Like the video I made, which should come out before this one, about sabotaging good relationships. If it haven't came out already. No, it's on Patreon, but it'll come out on YouTube. About sabotaging good relationships. Baby, I don't know nothing about no healthy relationship. Like, I know what it's supposed to look like, but I've just never been in one. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I didn't have an example. Other than my grandparents, that's the example that I had. And I'm lucky enough that I grew up with that, because that's what allows me to actually know what a good relationship look like. If I didn't have that, I would be completely screwed. But it's like I'm half and half. Same thing with affection. My grandmother was very affectionate. Like, you had to give her a hug. Even if she didn't know you, she'd be like, come give me a hug, Shan. She was from Louisiana. Shan mean, girl, sis, honey, but it's a term of endearment. But she'd be like, come give me a hug, Shan. And she would always talk in third person. It was so weird. But she didn't care who you was. And so with that, that's where I got the little bit of affection that I do have. Because if I didn't have that, I would be just completely just not only would I not initiate affection, I wouldn't even know what affection is if I didn't have that. So I have a lot of offsets for things that I didn't have, I had in my grandmother. Thank God. I thank God every day for my grandparents, because they showed me the way. this who I am now is because of them. It's literally because of them. Everybody else showed me what not to do. Like, everybody else showed me what not to do. And then the mistakes I did make, everybody make mistakes. Like, now my mama was a good mama. Don't get it wrong, don't get it twisted, baby. Melissa took care of me. She took care of me. She was a single mama. My daddy, Lord rest his soul, but he was a rolling stone. So she took care of me. She made sure I was gonna be all right. But there were also flaws there too. And where the flaws were with my mom is where my grandmother picked up the slack. So like, my mama not affectionate, but my grandmother was. So it evened out. And that's what I hold on to. I hold on to what are the good things that I did learn. What are the good things that did happen in my life? Instead of trying to hold on to the bad stuff. No, devil, you ain't gonna use that against me. You ain't finna attack my mind. What you think this is? What the hell is going on with all these damn Mexicans? I'm Confucius. I don't like Home Depot. I really don't. I prefer Lowe's, but what I need is at Home Depot. Yeah, get your kid, because I'll run him over. Come on. Sir. Okay. Because you were driving a little slow. Why is Home Depot so packed? Then I gotta go in here and ask for help and shit. Because I have no idea what the fuck I'm looking for. Please don't let it rain by the time I come out here. Please don't let it do that. Oh, Lord Jesus. Alright, y'all. That's all I got. That was my traffic and chat. I still got more stuff to do, but I'll probably do that on my own, or I'll do another traffic and chat for another video, and y'all can just see me cuss people out. You know, that's just what it is. So until the next one, I will see y'all. Bye.
Girl, you gave me your soul.